Welcome to Toffee TV. It is my three things. Everton 2, Chelsea 0 at Goodison Park this afternoon. A brilliant win for Everton, the third in 8 days with 3 clean sheets. It's brilliant. I keep saying it because we don't do it that often, but we have done it today. Strong performance for Sean Dyche's men at Goodison Park. Yet we didn't have a lot of possession. We don't need it. It was below the sweet spot. The sweet spot of 37 to 40% is where we normally are at our best. But we said to Chelsea, listen, do you want a bit more of the ball? No problem. But to be honest, we did look a little bit leggy at times. They'd had an extra 24 hours to recover from their defeat at Manchester United. And, you know, we put a lot into that win against Newcastle on Thursday. And we did look a little bit leggy in the first half, particularly, and then the last 10 minutes. But listen, we've won the game. We are out the relegation zone and we're 4 points clear. First thing I'm going to talk about is Jarrad Branthwaite being booked today. Michael Oliver couldn't wait to get that yellow card out, could he? When he brought down Armando Broja. On the edge of the penalty, the referee almost fell over himself trying to get the yellow card out. Despite Conor Gallagher, 4 fouls and no booking, which was remarkable. Or Mikhail Mudryk, a booking and then 3 extra fouls, which probably should have seen him leave the field of play. The referee wasn't interested. But that's Michael Oliver. He's a shocking official. But Branthwaite is out of the Burnley game. He's been walking a tightrope a little bit. We knew that this was the threat. Am I happy that he's played the 2 home games and not missed them? Yes, obviously. But we go to Burnley and it'll be a tough game, that it will. What does the manager do? Is it Michael Keane? I would be inclined to play Ben Godfrey. And a lot of people might totally disagree. That's fine. That is fine. I don't think there's a natural successor to Branthwaite. I think whoever we play, it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable. Keane is just not playing well. When he's been in the side this season, it hasn't ended well. Ben Godfrey, I think his pace helps. But again, he's another one. I don't think either of them are ideal, to be honest with you. And that's an issue for Sean Dyche. Would he play Seamus Coleman if he was available? You're messing around there, aren't you? So we're going to just have to suck it up for this Burnley game. I imagine, well, he will. Branthwaite will return for the Fulham game in the Cup and be back in the side then. So it's going to make next Saturday at Burnley a little bit uncomfortable having Keane or Godfrey alongside Tarkowski. Simply because they just haven't played games after, and therefore they're going to be rusty anyway. I just think Keane gives us a better cover aerially. But our Burnley amazing in the air. They got Jay Rodriguez up top. He's okay, but Tarky can probably deal with that. Whereas Ben Godfrey does give us pace, which Michael Keane doesn't. So I imagine the manager will go with Michael Keane because he seems to favour him. Certainly over Ben Godfrey, but it is a blow losing Branthwaite. But like I said, he has been walking this tightrope for a while. It was obvious it was going to happen at some stage, and it's happened. And we need to just get on with it, and it'll give him a chance to catch his breath, I guess. He's obviously got into our side early on this season, but after the drubbing at Aston Villa, he came into the side, and he's been outstanding since. He's even played with a minor injury for a few games and did brilliantly. He's been outstanding, and like I say, a chance for him to catch his breath, and we'll welcome him back with open arms against Fulham in the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup. It's an opportunity for one of the other centre-backs to stake their claim, but Branthwaite has been exceptional, and he was exceptional today, so it is a bit of a blow, but this is what, it's football. You've got to just deal with it, haven't you? The second thing I want to speak about is Nathan Patterson, who is one of the players who's had to sit on the bench. I don't believe he should have. I think he should have been in over Ashley Young. But he's had to wait. He's had to wait his turn. Young, I thought, had a very good game against Newcastle. He done very solid. Thought he did all right at Forest as well, to be fair to him. But Patterson is someone I want to see in the side. He gives us that energy. He's got that pace. And we've seen him come on today, and Mudryk had turned Ashley Young early on, and I thought, we could be in for a long afternoon here. To be fair to Young, he did kind of shut Mudryk down a little bit, but got a knock early on, and it was a test for Patterson to come on and get into the game. Mudryk, we know, has got pace to burn, But in general, Patterson dealt with him brilliantly, and I thought he had a good, solid game, Nathan Patterson. Certainly, they were doubling up at times on him. Over there, he had his work cut out, and he stuck to the task brilliantly. And you see him at the end. I mean, Nicholas Jackson had a little cob on with him at the end. I don't know why. I don't think these clubs with a lot of money like to be beaten by Everton, but hey ho, onwards and upwards. Chelsea, we generally do quite well against them at Goodison over the last 10 years. And we did well against them again today, and it was more like you shut off the space, get stuck into them a little bit, give them a game. And that's exactly what we did, and that's exactly what Patterson did. He got on. For me, he took his chance brilliantly. He shut, like I said, shut down Mudryk brilliantly. Cucurella on that side, he shut him down. And they made a change and obviously brought Colwell on second half. And came on midway through the first half for Reece James, didn't he? Went off injured, and they switched Cucurella over. And Patterson was fine against him as well. So I think he did really well today, Nathan Patterson. I think he can be happy with his performance. And I think that's a good indication for Sean Dyche that he's ready. He's ready to scrap and fight. Listen, Seamus may well be available for Burnley, but I wouldn't be putting him straight back in. I know he was excellent against Newcastle, and he really was, but Patterson deserves a go. And I'd like to see him start and have Seamus on the bench if he is available for the trip to Burnley next week, because I think Patterson deserves a chance. I think when you get into the side, you have to take it, and I think he did excellently today. And the manager at some stage has to reward you. It's great having Seamus there. It will be having that experience there. But Pato, as they call him, certainly deserves a run in the side now. And hopefully for him, he will get it. And the third thing I want to talk about is the 10-point deduction. We've just got 9 points back of that in a week. Everton will be 10th now. 7 points off a European spot in the chase for Europe, which would be lovely, wouldn't it? We'd certainly be, I think, what will we be, 14 points clear of the relegation zone, which would have us safe, basically. I don't think they will be making that kind of ground up. We're 4 points clear, and that's brilliant. Just 3 weeks after getting the point deduction and then plundering us into the bottom three, we have climbed out of it, which is exceptional. 3 tough games in a week. Forest away, Newcastle home, Chelsea at home. We've won all 3 of them. Can we build on it? We need to go to Burnley next week and avoid defeat. I think we should be going and looking for the victory, and that's exactly what Sean Dyche and the team will be doing. But if we come out of that with at least a point and don't let them make any ground up, that is how we will negotiate this next phase of the season. And we just have to, keep ahead of those sides. But they've coped with it brilliantly, and that the manager deserves massive credit for that, and the coaching staff for keeping the players level-headed enough. Don't feel sorry for yourself. You have to go up to West Ham to find another team that has won 7 games. I think West Ham are 9th. So you have to go there to find a team that's won 7 matches this season, which is what Everton have won. The goal difference is at 0. So further testimony to the players that have done brilliantly of late. And they've coped with this 10 points, and it's galvanised us. I personally believe we will get 4 points back. I think if we don't get any points back, I think it's a disgrace. I think it's a joke. I think it would be backing up the corrupt shouts, because they've got to 10 points for no reason. It's not the worst thing that a club has ever done in the Premier League. It's far, far from it. And I think any level-headed commission that is independent, and the Premier League don't like that word, and apparently a Premier League commission. It's supposed to be independent commission. It's a Premier League commission. The papers that go in and went in for the hearing said a Premier League commission. If it is a truly independent commission, then those 10 points will be reduced to at least 6, if not more than that. I think you could argue that Everton, we could argue all day whether we breached it. We certainly didn't get a sporting advantage from it, in my opinion, and in the opinion of most people. I think level-headed people, not bitter people or people who don't understand. Just level-headed people, I think, would know that Everton haven't got any kind of sporting advantage from it. It's a Premier League changing the rules halfway through. We know that simply because there's an independent regulator coming over the hill, and they don't like it, because obviously it'll cut off their ability to make more and more money and dictate how they make the money. We've seen it. More and more people are coming out with it. Roy Hodgson was at it yesterday saying, what's going on? It's all, I'm reading between the lines. He was saying this is almost kind of scripted in a way, what you're seeing. Some clubs getting rewarded because they're near the top, that kind of thing. A lot said. We've seen it from a lot of different managers now questioning it. Gary O'Neill, what is going on with this league? The Premier League are rightly under the scrutiny, and us as football fans, and if you are just a genuine football fan that wants competition and wants fair competition, you will be putting the heat on the Premier League. And an independent commission, reading all the evidence, would see that they changed rules halfway through. They tried to have meetings to try and put extra rules in, even though this hearings in place. And anyone with an ounce of common sense would reduce it to 6 points at least. If it's 6 points and they say, well, it was a breach of PSR, I think Everton have to just go, right, okay, it is what it is then. Do I fully agree with that? No, because there is extenuating circumstances. However, if that's the case, that's the case. I think Everton should at least get 4 points back. If they do, obviously that propels us up the league a bit, and who knows what we can do. It certainly take us out of any kind of danger with relegation, which is exactly what these players deserve to be free of. And it's what can we do from there? The club's galvanised. We all need to stick together. We all need to keep fighting it, keep the pressure on the Premier League. And you know what? When we get our points back, keep sticking together, keep galvanised as a football club, and you never know where you can end up. We've seen some great examples of this. Newcastle United, a big example of this. Aston Villa, galvanised. Okay, got better players than Everton, but galvanised by Emery. Look at them now flying, and we should be the next story of that. Stick together, stay galvanised, win, because that's good. Just keep winning games, and let's see where we end up. That is me, waffling on. I'm still a little bit ill, but I am feeling a hell of a lot better thanks to the Toffees. Up the freaking Toffees, baby. Have a great weekend. Like and subscribe, please. It really helps the channel. Subscribe to More Than a Game channel as well for us. That really helps as well. Some great one-to-one interviews on there, promise you. Go and check them out. But listen, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic night. Appreciate every view. Take it easy. See you later.